Welcome to Draw One Last Breath Horror Podcast. My name's Matt.
I'm Butch.
I'm Joey Paul.
Welcome to episode 191, a spooky one this week, because we are reviewing VHS Halloween, and our movie from the vault is Demonic Toys.
Oopsie daisy.
I have one question.
Have you been moonlighting?
Your pants? Oh, dearie.
Butch has been moonlighting, doing a bit of camera work. VHS Halloween.
What are you
How
talking
the
about?
devil are you guys? You right?
Which
Not
one?
bad, man.
Which one was I in?
Oopsie baby.
Oopsie daisy.
Right.
Cute.
Oopsie what?
You were definitely in demonic toys, Butch.
That is hideous. I've been busy, man. It's fucking. This is the month of October, so I have been trying to watch a movie a day. I'm not succeeding, but I've done pretty well. Um, I watched a little movie on Shudder called Night of the Reaper. Don't know if anyone else has seen it.
Nope.
Nope.
It's sort of like one of those 80s nods to slashers and stuff like that with a new sort of mask, babysitter sort of style killing, with a little bit of a twist. It wasn't bad. It was sort of bang on average and stuff. The twist was sort of like seeable and who the killers were and all that sort of stuff. It was just sort of paint by numbers, but with that sort of like 80s twist. Yeah, it was all right. I watched some kind of sexy ghost thriller called Deadly Crush. Oh God, 2018. Um, oh my, it was just like bank robbery gone wrong. Somebody gets killed within this cabin. Then someone buys the cabin, an artist, and it's kind of rubbish. It's just this sort of like you could nod it to like these early 90s like sexy thrillers, but with a ghost and in the cabin. And they have a little bit of, a little bit of fun, ghost and artist. Yeah, it's a bit weird. I think it's got like sort of like a Native American law in there. There you go. I watched Brandon Ro Do you remember that trailer, mate, you sent me called The Ick? And it's got that sick like 90s punk
Oh
pop
yeah,
punk
yeah,
soundtrack
yeah.
with Brandon Rowe.
Yes.
I watched it. I paid for it. It's only like £3.49 or something on Amazon Prime. The soundtrack is immense. Honestly,
Yeah.
good Charlotte, All American Rejects, Blink, everything that you geeky poppy punky. I think even Hooverstank might have been in there.
Mhm.
And it was sort of remind me of it had like Sliver vibes, like James Gunn Sliver, nods to the Blob, the Stuff, all that sort of like really goodness. No reason, rhyme or reason for the ick to be there. Um, it's fun. It was really really good fun. I also watched Killer Clowns from Outer Space for like I don't know the umpteenth time. So I had a bit of fun with that. I watched Josh Trunk's Chronicle as well because I
Oh,
thought
great
that
movie.
I thought that kind of fit with a sort of like horror theme. It has got a level of darkness to it, a real level of darkness to it. Anyone who's not seen it, and seen Brightburn, it sort of came before that, and it's handy cam. And it is sort of the birth of a supervillain, and these three teenagers basically evolve powers through this meeting with like a strange rock, and it's so raw, and it's fantastic movie making. So yeah, I'm
It's like the biggest small film of all time. It's
totally,
so good.
yeah, really really good. Anyone else been watching anything?
I haven't watched a ton of stuff, guys. If I'm honest, I finished Marvel Zombies. Uh,
Lovely.
I enjoyed it. Yeah, it was good. It was good. Didn't kind of go the way I thought it was, and then it kind of I await the next season to be there. But yeah, I thought it was really good. Animation was great, and the gore was just brilliant. So yeah, I could watch that quite happily all day. I watched. I've watched the first episode, and it's very intriguing. So have you seen this TV series on Netflix called Wayward?
Yeah, me and Sophie have like smashed our way through that in a couple of weeks.
Okay, so I'm not kind of sure about it yet, but yeah, I kind of watched the first episode, kind of enjoyed it, but I'm not really sure which way it's kind of gonna go. Is it horror or?
Sophie enjoyed it a bit more than I did. I got a little bit, I don't know. I wasn't sure.
And I started watching this TV series, which I've kind of seen. Again, I don't know why I do this to myself. Start loads of TV series at one time, but have you guys watched From?
Not yet. It's on my list of things. I've heard some good stuff from it.
Well, the first couple episodes are fucking amazing, and it gives proper like Get Out vibes, even though the subject matter is not the same. But it's like the style of shooting. So I don't know. Like I've seen a couple of little bits and bobs and clips which haven't happened yet. So I'm very intrigued by it, but it's very good already. But that's kind of like on the boil. Um, and then a film I watched. Look, you could probably argue, is it horror? Is it not? I don't know if you guys have ever seen this before. This is the second time I watched it. I watched it years ago, but a film called Take Shelter, starring Michael Shannon. You guys ever seen it?
I don't
Yeah,
think I have.
pretty good.
Yeah,
I
so
really
it's
like it.
kind of a man kind of has post-apocalyptic visions, and then he spends it's like this kind of it's a bit psychological. Like I said, it's kind of horror light, but it's kind of his like insanity kind of raveling around this. Is this vision real? Or is it just him going mental and like trying to convince the town and his family that he's not crazy? It's actually really good. So yeah, I really enjoyed that. And then the only other thing I watched apart from that was me and the kids watched Men in Black 1 and 2.
Lovely.
So yeah, so I haven't watched it, but I'm gonna try next week and try and like nail down some proper horror stuff for Halloween. So yeah,
Awesome.
I have been shit, but I'm going to watch more next week. The only thing I watched is a Charlie Sheen documentary, which is a horror in itself.
We did do something together though, Matt.
Oh shit, yeah. How could I forget this? Myself, and Mr. Butchery went and saw Aliens. Not only Aliens, the director's cut of Aliens in the cinema. And fucking hell, was it busy, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Packed.
and we had
People were cheering,
we had a cheering cinema as well.
and
Ugh.
clapping at the end.
Oh dear, hate that.
Oh, it's
It
the
was good to
perfect
see it.
movie for it.
It was
Can I
good to see
ask
it.
you?
Cool.
Can I ask you a question though, guys? Do you guys prefer the director's cut or the standard cut?
I don't
Director's
really
cut.
care.
I mean,
I
it
don't
don't,
think it makes a million things. It just gives it a little bit more kind of like before and after.
Because I don't like the scene in Hadley's Hope where they send them out and they find this facehugger.
Why not?
Because I think it takes away kind of the mystery about what's going on.
I,
Yeah, you could say that. Yeah, you could.
Now I know you're watching a
Good
film called
point.
Aliens. Don't start on me, but it's just that like you don't really know what's happened to the colonists, and you don't really know. But then if you kind of watch, I think if you're watching it for the first time and you watch that version, it kind of
Yeah,
spoils the kind of
I see what you mean.
surprise. But it's nice to get a bit of added extra to it. But I don't know. It's one of them director's cuts that I think do we really need it. But anyway, cool, nice one.
I don't know, the emphasis on the bullet time and all the those fucking rotary guns, there's more of that. That's one of my favorite scenes in the whole thing. And the fact there's more in the director's cut is pretty fucking cool. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah, that
fair enough.
whole scene is cool. It is cool because it's so clever because it doesn't show anything, but it's just all about the build up and like that that's there, and they're coming.
the,
Nothing's
ble-
gonna
the
stop them.
that fucking mo monitoring device, the sort of motion
Yeah.
detecting thing. I love all that. The sound work, the sound editing on it is awesome in Aliens. It's so cool.
Maybe someone should phone Noah Hawley and tell him that. Less is more, Noah. Less is more.
I like that. All right. Okay. Cool. Okay. So we got anything on the news roundup? You seen anything going on?
Well, I mean, I'll kick the news off. I haven't seen anything going on, but it's more to do with what's going on with us at the moment. So, those who kind of followed us on social media, will have kind of seen this already, but just putting it out there. It's quite exciting, isn't it? We kind of partnered with a independent Irish books publisher and kind of initiative, as it were. So, which deal with kind of science fiction, fantasy, and horror. So, we are going to be kind of brand partners with them. So they're going to host our podcast on their website, and it's templedarkbooks.com. And also, we are going to do some sneaky little reviews for some of their books, and they're going to appear on covers of the books, which is quite exciting. So, yeah, so look out for more of that. It's still kind of early days, but it's quite exciting. And shout out to Ronald and everyone at Temple of Dark Books for kind of inviting us in and letting us be a part of it. It's quite exciting. So we'll see where that kind of takes us, guys.
Exciting times. Can't wait to do some work with those guys.
Yeah, there's a book coming out called Nematodes, which we'll do an interview in a few episodes' time, I think, with the author, and probably get Ronald on as well and talk about that. So you'll find out more info. But if you want to check it out, it's at templedarkbooks.com.
Nice. There's a good couple of trailers that's been out. I don't know if you've seen this thing going around about Psycho Killer, starring Georgina Campbell and Malcolm McDowell. Looks quite interesting. Sort of not saying it's long legs vibes, Silence of the Lambs sort of thing. But a police officer tracks a killer after a husband, a highway patrolman, becomes one of his victims. It looks quite dark and twisty and disturbing. I quite like the look of it.
Yeah.
Daisy Ridley is got a zombie movie. You seen this? We Bury the Dead?
Yeah.
Sort of quarantine zone sort of style zombie movie. I don't know. It's probably gonna have a bit of depth, but it comes from the producers of Monkey, Cuckoo, and Talk to Me, so that could be quite interesting, man. Oh, I welcome any zombie movie. Come on. What about a brand new Tubi movie? R.L. Stein's Pumpkinhead.
Moving on.
Coming out October 17th. There you go. Right in time for Halloween.
Definitely a future butcher pick, that one, and
Yeah. Anything else? Any newsy news?
Well, they're out on, well, it'll be by the time the podcast goes out, it will be out now. But there's a beautiful Arrow set of Return of the Living Dead coming out on Monday, which looks superb. The artwork looks great.
Gorgeous.
That's coming out. Yep. So get out and order your copies now.
Okay. No more news. All right. Well, let's move on to our main review.
Trick or treat! Silver's creeping and crawling down your spine. That's that touch of mine. I won't tell no lie.
Hello? Wait, are you saying this? Where are we? Wait, what? Why is it boarded up? It's not human! It's not human! He's looking at me. Oh my god.
Okay, so this week's main review, we have all been to Shudder, and it's the latest installment. I can't even remember how many there's been now. Is it the seventh one? I think one, eighth one maybe. And it is VHS Halloween. So it's a collection of Halloween-themed videotapes, and it unleashes a series of twisted, blood-soaked tales, turning trick or treat into a struggle for survival. Now, obviously, the VHS films have been kind of around for a while. There's been some hits, there's been some misses. The last one that came out was all centered around aliens, and we all actually really liked it. So, guys, what did you think of this one?
Bleak. I don't know, man. This was fucking awesome. I like I had a bit of a roller coaster with this one. I mean, the overarching segment to this one, which they do, the intertwine it with a story, is phenomenal. I know, but there's a lot of darkness in this one. So much darkness to talk about. Yeah, it left me with a bitter taste in my mouth in a good way.
Yeah, I enjoyed this. There were certain segments I really, really liked. There were some not so that I didn't like. I'm not sure if I was a bigger fan of the kind of a reoccurring story that went through it. But I can appreciate some of the stuff that was in there. Like, but yeah, there was some. I just want to get into some of the segments really to then talk about it really. But there were some I liked, and there's some I really liked. Jordy Paul.
Yeah, I had a great time with this one, guys. You know me, I love it. I love quite bleak. Some of it was really bleak, and some of it was really grim as well, like grim, grim. Um, Definitely got street trash vibes off the segments that were interspersed in it all. But I get what you're saying. It did feel kind of samey in a way, even though they kind of did kind of. I thought they were going to go a different way with it and brought it back in them bits. But yeah, so we might as well just crack on to the first one. So the first story. I mean, if you're going to start an anthology, right? You know, some of them might think, we'll stick a couple of like the slow burner ones in, get you warmed up. Nah, fuck this. Let's go in with Coochie Coochie Coo. Fuck me, guys. What did you think?
Fucking major spoilers coming your way, by the way. Go and check this one out on Shudder and strap yourself in. Whew, fucking what? Like, this is the one that I guess I was kind of looking forward to. Or I guess it really got me in the trailer. Like there was just like an arm coming out of a really, really black door, and it just sort of went away. And you're like, what the fuck? It did not go. I got like major witchy vibes from this one. I mean, we got two girls who are too old to be trick or treating. They're going out, causing a bit of mayhem, I suppose. And they knock on this one door, and then one of them goes in, and the both of them never come out again. And the shit that goes in this house, I got like House of Thousand Corpses vibes from it, I suppose.
Yeah, wreck.
Late in, yeah, wreck,
Yeah,
like
Brett.
late in the movie. But it's some really weird imagery.
I mean, anybody, right, who disappears into a black door after an arm comes out going, coochie coochie coo, deserves to die.
Yeah,
Really? And I did think it was a bit, there's only a little bit where I thought, really, would somebody go into that house? Now, I know people do haunted houses and thing now and stuff, but Jesus Christ, even the coochie coochie coo, it wasn't inviting. It was, that's terrifying. And I mean, when they first get into the house as well, I love the little. It didn't shy away from showing you things, but in the right way. Like the bit where they pan the camera around and the fucking the woman thing is just on the side of the wall. Look
Yeah.
around the corner, and they're like, "What is that?" And it just pauses on the camera, and you're like, "Uh oh!" And you yourself don't move. You're frozen with them, going, "Uh, are you saying that?" Yeah, I thought it was great, but yeah, fucking hell. Matt?
yeah. This segment, straight from the bat, it was like again, like Butch said. I think I was looking forward to this the most because in the trailer it shows that arm bit, and I was just like, this is proper Halloween straight from the bat. Like really like really dirty and grimy because everything in the house as well is like there's dirty sheets and floors, there's milk, like weird milk on the footsteps everywhere, and then you see this fucking person like a man baby with a nappy resembles somebody on the no. And but the weirdest thing was the face. He had like
The little girl,
elongated.
there was like with the
No,
cheerleader.
well, they all did. They
The,
all had these
the,
weird, like,
yeah,
You know the Riddlers. You know Riddlers. Do you remember
Yeah.
Riddlers? They had like this weird kind of thing, and it's fucking weird.
Like almost like Riddlers, yeah, exactly. It's just like it's really made it really cartoonish and just like distorted. It was just again, the whole point of it was like baby like. There's some kind of supernatural element as well as this sort of disturbing. You just didn't know what the fuck the next room was gonna like have. Y- I mean, you remember like in the Alien one where they go in and there's just like this alien upstairs and they're fucking shooting around. This is like that level of house that they used in this was fantastic in terms of setting a scene. And then to set a bit of exposition, the fucking like milk delivery system that was like in the kitchen, you're like, oh, what?
Oh, that's gross.
Is there going to be some kind of weird creature that we're going to see? No. What do we see, Paul?
Oh,
Well, what don't we see? So yeah, we have a woman with a lot of boobies. I mean, the
you
milk
make
bit
me wish I had 8 hands.
enhanced. Yeah, just kind of spraying milk all over the place, and you kind of as they're going through. I thought it was really clever without labouring on any kind of massive exposition. You kind of knew exactly what was going on. So it was basically a woman who had kind of been hanged while she was pregnant,
Okay.
and they'd kind of I don't know, she was taking revenge or she was kind of collecting babies then for the baby that she couldn't have, essentially. I think that was kind of the rough kind of what I got from it. But it's
There's a,
just grotesque, isn't it?
there's a little weird fetus at one point. That's what I'm
Oh, yeah,
saying.
the
There's some
fetus.
real darkness in this. Real
But
dark.
that was on obviously because when they first come in and they're like, oh, actually, this is the wrong house, so we'll try and get out. And obviously the woman stood in the doorway with the basket. They knocked the kind of basket out of her hand, and the fetus is on the ground then.
Mm. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it. I mean, the whole thing is just mucky. Like, the shit smeared on the
Grimy.
walls. It's like, it's just rotten. And
Yeah.
genuinely scary, genuinely terrifying.
Oh yeah.
Um,
I mean, it's like a video, also a video game with this fucking weird, six-titted, long-legged, and then diaper-wearing sort of bonnet, witchy thing, just like stalking you around the house, and like you're not sure which way you're supposed to go. And then you got the cool little handy cam Blair Witch style drag you off down the corridor. I don't know, man. This was fucking. It got in my head.
And then the ending is just like, what the fuck?
yeah, they kind of got hypnotized in the end, didn't they? And it was like,
Yeah.
oh, no, they're now lost in that house. They're now her babies.
Happy families.
Ooh.
There's a weird bit in the beginning, right? Like with the car window. Like this is where I think they almost got marked for this at the beginning. It's like a hand print.
Yeah, I
Did you
saw
notice
that.
that? It just
Yeah,
wouldn't
yeah.
go away. And it's like, what the? And I was expecting something then, but like, shit. It's almost it was that was creepy as well. I was like, I never explained. It was fucking so cool. Yeah, like,
That
really,
was good.
really got on with this segment. It was fucking quality.
A great opener.
So obviously, it kind of, after Coochie Coochie Coo, it nips back into, I'm going to call it street trash because I just love it, where they
Well,
kind of feed in.
it's called Diet Phantasma, but we'll talk about the overarching one at the end, I reckon.
Oh, all right, okay, cool. What was that? Was the next one the Spanish one?
It was it was called Ut Supra Sicken Fa.
The German one?
Sorry, was that
All
not a
right,
Spanish accent?
right. Okay, so after that rattled our brains, we then went into a Spanish found footage one. Now, obviously, I love Spanish found footage with Rec, but yeah, this one. Um, what did we make of this one, guys?
I absolutely fucking love this one. It was so off kilter to the rest of the whole batch that we got. This one was pure supernatural. It was sort of like talk to me, sort of young teenagers sort of messing with the supernatural. It was very, very clean supernatural vibes from it with some gore thrown in. I really like this. It's sort of like, don't go into a fucking house uninvited.
Has there been a foreign subtitled one in the entire VHS franchise? Because I can't
Yeah.
remember one.
Yeah, there
There
Yeah.
was.
has.
There was.
Yeah.
There was like a
There's Indonesian
Indonesian
one.
one, wasn't there? It's like the robot and stuff like that.
Oh, yes, there was. Yes.
That's the
Yeah.
one, yeah,
Good point.
one as well. This was the one directed by Paco Plaza, right?
Oh, was it?
Yeah, that did Veronica and Wreck.
That explains a lot.
Oh, oh well, there you go.
Mm.
I thought what was really clever about this, guys, is that it kind of obviously you get set up with those dead bodies and the things already happened. But rather than showing you what happened, it kind of made it happen again.
Mm.
And I just thought it was really effective because you kind of like you experienced it in like real time what happened before. I just thought it was really clever. Just thought it was really yeah. Yeah.
It's that
Like
age
obviously
old, it's that age old tale, like when you're kids, yeah, let's go into this fucking house. It's empty. Let's have a party. Somebody knows what to do. Somebody knows where to go. Um, and then, inevitably shit goes wrong because you're in the wrong place at the wrong time. Um, that room was so fucking cool, and the reenactment and the tale because they said that the camera cut off at a certain point, so they couldn't say anything. So you got, the kids in the handy cam, that sort of footage style leading up to the sort of point, and then you don't really know what happened. They've got this one survivor, and then what do? They go and do it all over again.
but it's so funny because he does say it. They're like, "Oh, what happened?" And he's like, "Oh, it was me." And they're like, "Well, it cannot be you because you couldn't do all this stuff." And he's like, "Yeah, okay." And obviously, he's terrified. Doesn't really want to. He can't really articulate what happened or whatever. So they basically just reenact it. And they're like, "Right, we're going to take you through exactly what happened and all this type of stuff." And yeah, and then you obviously find out with his kind of I don't know, was she a love interest or I kind of got the feeling there was kind of a bit of something there, but yeah, she's took them to this house and it was like a spirit medium, like a famous kind of spirit medium in Spain, and she was like it was meant to be haunted and stuff, and then she's kind of like spooking them out as they go, and then she realizes that something's untoward because and they all think she's having a laugh and like trying to scare them. And then they get into this like little observatory room, don't they? And it's got a phone in the middle of the.
That observatory room was so cool, and there was like one particular scene where because he mumbles the word "utsupra sikemfra." That's the sort of thing that sort of kicks it all off, and then like the phone rings, and you know if you he answers it, and then they all fucking start going up in the air, and it's
It's
like
almost like it was almost like I don't know, like abduction, because they all the way they like shudder and then they kind of go up to the sky. I was thinking, oh, is this going to take a bit of a twist to be like an alien thing? Like they're contacting you and that's how they get you to kind of levitate and but then it just fucking goes wow weird.
I loved it when they were up on the ceiling, and he come and it sort of flips the room, and
Yeah.
he comes in through the top of the ceiling. I thought that was some amazing direction and cinematography from that. I thought it was beautiful to watch.
Very,
Because
very clever.
you've got the police saying that the bodies were found crushed or bones broken, and they were devoid of eyes. And it's just yeah, and it's like, well, yeah, you're right. So they all fly to the top, get stuck to the roof, and then he kind of walks through the door. But it's brilliant from the point of view of one of the police women. He comes through the door at the top. It's very, very good, and
I
it's
like the
done.
fact it's inevitable that she's going to get her fucking eyes removed as well. So you're just waiting for it because so she ain't going to get away from it. And then
Yeah,
obviously, yeah, when they drop, that's obviously the reason why their bones are all broken, it?
yeah, it's very, very, very good. And obviously, he just kind of walks away from that as well. So it's yeah, kind of open ended.
It's
Yeah, but grim. There's no kind of happy ending
no
at all.
no fucking happy ending in any of these.
No.
Good. That's what we want to see, right? Fuck.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know, this just had really good. It's stylistically, it was superb, and it was creepy as well. And I just love, yeah, again, the work they've done with the sets. I mean, that's part of Halloween, right? Got the creepy mazes and stuff like that. That's interesting though. There, yeah, okay, we'll come to that later. No, I just remembered. Um, yeah, this was quite a very cool addition, and when it's sort of almost that traditional American sort of thing, which is like, teenagers going into an abandoned house. I like that he's done this with this. Yeah. Is it he? Have I got that wrong? The director?
No, you got right.
Okay, cool. So very, very cool.
So we move on to the kind of the next story, which is Fun Size. I mean, Jesus. We'll get onto it, but for me, we'll get onto it. But for me, Kill of the Year in this one,
Which
and
one?
we will get onto it. I'll tell you which one in a minute.
Okay.
But this is fucking bonkers.
It's mental, isn't it? It's like, yeah, and this has, right, not being funny, you probably got the same, Geordie Poor, but this has like my son watching YouTube vibes. And this is going
Yeah.
to sound really wrong, but not to the extent of the murder and kills, but the center character that's in it it's got to be modeled after
Like Rainbow Friends,
Rainbow Friends, yeah,
100%.
big time.
But it goes to that it's born off that age-old Halloween tale of like leave a bowl out of
Don't be greedy.
don't be greedy. If it says take one, take one. But these some of these cunty fucking kids will
Well,
take more. And
Again,
this is
another
and
one where they're too old to be trick or treating.
oh yeah. But the darkness in what they take and what they're doing fucking brings out it brings out a dick basically, and this fucking eats.
That bit is gross.
I mean, when he eats it, you kind of, and again, the great thing about the film is you're already squirming.
Yeah.
It's already got you like, ugh. And then it's when he obviously they find all this candy in a bowl and they're just going, it's weird candy. They don't understand the names of it. They're like, what's this? They start picking it out. And then he opens one and it's just basically a dick, a chocolate dick. And then he bites into it. And I mean, like,
it's like an after eight, like a big after eight.
the cream
But it's
that
not.
comes
It's
out.
more of a gooey center.
And it's funny because he's like playing around with it. He's like, blah, 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 and it's funny. We're only going a bit because of what happens next.
Yeah.
But at that point, it is really funny, and then kind of it just goes mental. They take a couple of bits more of candy, and then he goes in for after he's eaten his dick, he goes in for a second one, and then all of a sudden this red gimpy hand comes and grabs him and pulls him through the bowl.
That's genius.
Yeah, because it wasn't quick as well. It was slow, and like his friend tried to pull him out, and he's going in there with him, and then the girls sort of run away, and the bowl's not fucking.
The
Oh,
ball
can
follows
fly.
them.
But Matt, where they end up, man, is so fucking twisted.
So weird. It's like it's obviously like some sort of portal to somewhere else, and it's like a factory where obviously the sweets are made. And there's some like conveyor belt contraption in there, and then one of the guys is suddenly dragged off and tied to this thing, and yeah, I don't know really. I mean, it's just gonna make him into sweets, I would imagine.
Is this your kid of the? Is this your kid of the year? Is it Paul, where he gets fucking chopped up into nothing?
No, the kill of the year's coming. Basically, yeah. So he gets sliced and diced, and then it's like so funny because he kind of gets sliced, and then it goes through like a little like cooking bit, and then you get like, and they're all stood looking at the screen, and it's like, oh my god, his dick, and then oh my god, his balls, and and straight away you're like, oh my god, like he's eating someone's dick earlier on, and now he's been made into it. And then you've obviously got this guy with a big red head who's jumping around going fun size, and you've got his little man mate who's crazy. Like there's a Home Alone Skittle sketch where someone falls on the. But yeah, Mike Kill's coming up. So basically, one of the girls get kind of dragged away, and then they run back to find her. Kind of like she's got kind of like cuts on her head, and you don't quite know what the cuts are. You're like, what's that? And then she looks around the back of her, and she's got a tube up her bum. And then you're like, what's that? And the tube's full of either Skittles or Maltesers or M&Ms or something.
Yeah.
You're like, what is going on here? And then all of a sudden the tube starts, and then the cut, pop her face off, and then just spews out M&Ms for me, lads. Right? I mean, I laughed, right, because I was like, that is fucking genius. But for me, that is kill of the year so far. I thought it was fucking ingenious. Never seen anything like it before. I just thought it was really good. And
Yeah.
grotesque at the same time.
It's
Because like the way
gross.
the face when it popped up, it still had a jaw with her teeth and stuff. I thought it was brilliant. That was
So
really
what
well
you're
done.
saying is you want a Skittles colonomy. What's it called?
Colostomy. Colostomy?
Colonoscopy.
Colonoscopy.
Colonoscopy. No, what's the other one where they drain it out of
Oh, an enema.
you?
I'll give you the and suck the M&Ms out of me.
It's a reverse enema through the face.
Yeah. Just makes you think they could have done it with the human centipede. That would have been a better one if they've used sweets.
Interesting.
God.
But I just thought it was genius, guys. I really did. And added to that, what is going on here? What the actual fuck?
Yeah, and one of them thinks they escaped and they didn't. There's a nice little bit of afters as well. Like, the sort of story continues when people, they're not the only ones who grab more sweets sort of thing. So it's kind of like this is happening more than once tonight.
Yeah, I love it. I thought the end of it was brilliant. It's just spectacular because it's just grab one, just grab one. You got the parent who's like kicking off, like just stressed a bit, and just grab one. He's like, "Oh, I grabbed two," and then the ball just flies over. That's brilliant. That's really. I loved that. I thought it was really, really good.
Clever. Nah, fun man. And again, this to the begs to this title, fun size, it's really good. And the big red, simple-headed guy is going to have a bit of legs. I think that'd be quite interesting. Oh, let's talk about Kid Print. Oh God.
Let's not. Let's move on. This was dark, man. This
Nah.
was dark. To the point of it, it almost became a bit too nasty.
Yeah, I'll be honest. This was probably my least favorite segment of the lot.
Yeah, it was very serious. I mean, this was okay. So, guy owns a
Let's
photo
be
shop
honest.
or electronic shop, right?
Yeah, it's like a video store photo print guy man thing. But the premise of it is he's doing videos and pictures for parents that in the event their child goes missing, they have recent up to date footage of them, so it's easy to find them. That's basically the premise of it.
It's a dark premise, and his demeanor and his personality is toxic. He feels like a toxic individual. I did not like him, so maybe that was on purpose. But there is a serious. He's kind of the very clever in terms of his oblivious nature, his self-centeredness takes you away from the fact that there's a serial killer that's going on, and everywhere that it's kind of on the news, on everywhere, he kind of is just so self-involved that it makes you feel that I thought, oh, this is him. He's just ignoring it. He's the serial killer. He definitely is. That's all the way they made me feel, and the way they did that, with all his demeanor. And when it wasn't him, and the darkness that was in his shop that was going on, like all the kids, all the teenagers that have been, and they didn't hold back in what they were showing you, and it was so gnarly. It was gross, man. Kids were being fucked up, hammers, you know. That it was, and it was a normal guy. The thing is, it was too like, I'm not saying this is a bad thing, but it was kind of like he was not a supernatural force. He was not anything. He was he was the assistant, and he was a normal guy that's what, like you would do with a serial killer. Ah,
With the best cleanup skills a man could have.
yeah.
I mean, I'm not going to lie, guys. I thought it was all three of them because I thought it did quite a good job when they went into the video store. I was like, first off, you're like, yeah, he's the wrong one, he's the wrong one. But then it was like, the other bloke who did like was in the shop with the long hair. I was like, oh, he's a bit of a wrong one. And then even the guy that was sat in the videos, I was like, I think he might be a wrong one as well. I was literally sat there going, it's all three of them. It's like the horror shop from hell. And then it just set the guy up completely. And to be fair, like it did, you thought he was the bad guy. And then to kind of continue that story on, and that's what happens. He essentially gets framed for all this, and the bloke gets away with it. I thought when it really became dark, or really dark, was when it kind of a lot of it was teenagers. I mean, that's still horrendous, right? But then it flipped right at the end to that little girl,
Mm.
Mm,
and I was like, "Oh, Jesus Christ, that's not
towing
that's
the line.
Jesus." But after thinking the guy's the wrong one, and then he kind of happens upon his video store getting used as a fucking dungeon, and then he gets kind of like knocked out, and the guy puts the face on him, and then lies him down, and then the lad whose face it is comes in, and then they go, "Oh, you must be in," because like he
Yeah,
tries
you
to
must be on
rescue,
it.
yeah, and then they fucking stab him to death. So
Hammer.
Bludgeon his head.
yeah, and the killer gets away with it, and he's laughing. It's dark, man. It is. It's very dark. And
Yeah.
even the show, like when the kind of end of it as well, where the show's family, and they're like, "Oh, what do you think that your husband was this horrible killer?" And they're like, "Oh, the kids are there." Oh, yeah, wrong and grim, but very effective.
Yeah, very effective. It made me feel horrible. And I guess the last one, Home Haunt, is that nod to horror mazes, parents trying to hold on to their youth, to nostalgia, not trying to let their, missing what they did with their children when they grow up. There's sort of quite a lot of interesting thing, but also nostalgia could bite you in the ass. Wow, this was fun. I did not. Did you guys like this one?
It's batshit, wasn't it? It was cool. I loved all the effects in this one. Really good. And it finished, it kind of really kind of bookended it as well, because this one was probably one of the most Halloweeny ones, but it had like a bit of a comedy edge to it as well, which I thought was good.
Yeah, I kind of like it. Kind of lightened it up. I mean, even though people were kind of dying and that, the people that were dying deserved to kind of die. You know,
Yeah.
the neighbors were assholes. And it was like, we're just here to see you fail, mate, basically. Um, but do you know what I really liked? I really liked the vinyl that I got, and the artwork on it was brilliant. I thought it was
Mm.
really cool. And just yeah, it was very good. I did want to punch the sun though, little shit.
Well, your kids are going to be like that if you try and force a fucking horror maze on them. They don't
I
want
do would have forced the horror pod on them.
they want to join in anymore, and you'll be like, "Fucking do this." That's it.
Yeah.
Oh, but
I'll threaten them if they don't do it. I'll raise Satan. Look what happens.
it's just really cool because you've got to think he's peeled this horror maze, right? And then suddenly everything that the whatever the vinyl's creating, everything to come to life. So everything he's built in that horror maze, and he's like, "Oh fuck, this is the torture area." And the witch was the fucking highlight for me. Like, there were kids on the horror maze, and they were getting like boiled to death in the cauldron. And I think didn't one of them gets like split open? Like one of the kids just like got completely split in half. Like
Yeah,
that was
pulled
fucking
apart. Yeah,
crazy. And then when she fucks off at the end and she spikes one through and just carries it up and knocks it off her broom, I thought it's brilliant.
yeah. The
Dark.
POV broom shot was great. Yeah,
Yeah, that was clever, man. I like this one a lot. It was fucking cool. It was
and
fun.
the main guy as well in it, the dad, he gave me serious Jermaine Clement from Flight of the Conchords vibes.
Yeah.
Definitely. But yeah, no, I thought it was like a palate cleanser after what you just watched. It was quite good, very clever.
They're very good at programming the series of how they put them, because it worked very well.
So let's talk about the consumerism. Consumerism, is that the right word I'm looking for? The sort of bookend interspersing diet phantasma, the bit that's the bit you didn't like. Is that right, Paul?
No, it's me.
You didn't like it.
I wasn't keen on the intertwining story, but I really enjoyed the kind of the premise, and the effects and stuff was cool.
Yeah, there was some quite gross moments in it and stuff like that. But it was one of those ones where they proper the shaky cam, the use of the camera was like proper low grade in this one. So it's like really, really hard to kind of see what's going on and kind of understand what they're actually trying to do. They're just trying to like get a new drink to market, but the drink is what? Bottled ghost?
Ghost. Yeah. Well, that's it. Explains at the end, doesn't it? It says it's soda with made from ghosts. Well, ghosts.
But
Ghost.
not nice
Ghost?
ghosts, not nice ghosts, because they fucked every time someone drank it, they just fucked anyone up. So what they're trying to do, like tone down the level of ghost every time they were given something.
The best one though was where the can turned into the thing
Yeah, that was
when it
cool.
like shot out like little arms and just attacked to the bit. I thought that was brilliant, and
It
I
was,
thought, oh shit, it's like aliens or something. Or
yeah, but it just goes to show. It was a nice little sort of like nod, I thought, to like, you know, tried and tested products, but yeah, let's just send it out to market not ready.
I mean, I wet myself. I literally laughed out loud when the little kid drank it, and he's like, "Yeah, it's all right. It's all right. Can I have another one?" And they're like, "Give him another one, but turn it up." And he literally opened the can and he just blew up. I thought that was.
That's
I
good.
did. I laughed. I was like, "That's brilliant. That's great."
Sort of season of the witch vibes, man.
Yeah.
The
And that
stuff.
the stuff, yeah, defo.
Well, it's the Street Trash remake.
Yeah.
I was like at the start of it, I was thinking this is just exactly like Street Trash the first thing.
Yeah,
I just hope they do more. I mean, they've done this VHS Halloween. They've done the Alien. Oh man, I loved it. I'm gonna go back and watch the Alien one again, man. So, or Hail Ratma.
I can't see this thing slowing down. I think the kind of look at the scale of horror films that they're probably quite easy to make because it's just a short film showcase, isn't it?
to
Yeah.
be fair, the kind of caliber of directors they get as well, the directors want to work with them, so they've kind of got a kind of a pick of the bunch really, because their format is really good. That there's a lot of horror directors like I'll do one because it's really easy to just do a quick short, and then it's also good, like you said, for showcasing new people as well. And we've had some movies from VHS, so who knows, there may be a movie that can come out of one of these.
I
So
mean,
this,
Coochie Coochie Coo deserves its own feature-length film, doesn't it?
How she became Coochie Coochie Coo.
so we had for fun size, it was Casper Kelly who wrote Mandy. So that was pretty cool. Home Haunt was R.H. Norman. He hasn't really got a much on. So that's kind of a new director. That was pretty fucking cool. Kid Print was Alex Ross Perry. Again, um, hasn't really done too much that we would know about. That's quite interesting. Fucking disgusting. Um, what else we got? Coochie Coochie Coo, Anna Zlovic. Bite Size Halloween. Again, these ones are like first time directors, but except for Paco Plaza. That's really interesting. Michelle Pitt. Nah. Yeah. A lot of first time ones on this one. This is pretty cool. Fair fucking play. Enjoyed it. What would you rate this one?
Oh,
24.
I'm gonna give it. Oh, I don't know. Is it good enough to be in it? An A. I'm gonna give it an A. A strong A. Strong A.
Yeah,
I
would
really
go.
enjoyed it.
I would go with 8,
That's,
definitely.
I'll give it a strong 8 as well. I mean, you do want to do it almost segment by segment, but yeah, I really, really just fucking enjoyed the ride. Exactly what I needed. Yeah, one a year, please.
Definitely in contention for top 10 of the year. That's one. Just for sheer enjoyment. I thought it was just really good.
Be conversation, 100%. Been a lot of good shit this year.
Well, then what?
All right, lovely job. I don't know what on to the next one. We're doing Good Boy or Black Phone 2. Don't know which ones you want to do. There's two good ones that are popping out. Black Phone 2's had a lot of ups and downs in terms of people enjoy and people not. Good Stephen King review on there. But Good Boy has had a lot of hype. So there we go. Next episode. All right, cool. All right, let's move on to our move from the vault.
For 66 years, Evil has been waiting, watching, wanting for someone to play with its toys.
Gonna have a lot of fun here tonight, friend.
Get back!
It's the toys. Someone's inside the toys.
What do you want?
Oopsie daisy.
Before the night is through, I'll be born in a human body, flesh and blood.
Demonic toys. Playtime has begun.
This episode's Move from the Vault. We are going back to 1992, to my childhood. Demonic Toys, where a pregnant policewoman, her quarry, and an innocent delivery boy become trapped in a haunted toy house. So then, I watched this. I don't know what age, because I'm beginning to think that some of the things that I saw when I was younger, I don't know if I should have been watching this, but whatever. What did you think of this one?
Well, I've never seen this before, mate. So, and I kind of went into this one terrified. And I have to say, mate, I actually had a decent time with this one, which is probably going to surprise the shit out of you, but I didn't think it was that bad. It's not perfect in any means, but once it got going, because for me it took fucking ages to get going, if I'm honest. But once it got going, there was plenty to love. So yeah, I actually quite liked it.
Well, I'm glad, because this is one from my that we used to put on quite a lot. I guess I would have put early teens, because I didn't remember the nudie bits in this one.
And it was classic, mate. I mean, I can imagine like kids like getting this thinking that's harmless, and then all of a sudden just being exposed to this gratuitous nudity, and I'd be like, "What?" And going, "Shh, don't tell your mum. Don't. Shh, this is our little secret," you know.
It
So
must
yeah,
be. But I mean, that comes after like the likes of Ghoulies, I suppose, and Puppet Master. But I mean, plot wise, you get kind of there's two boys, one good, one bad, and they're playing war, basically. It's that sort of classic Lost story, where
like Cain and Abel and that type of shit. Yeah, death versus.
yeah, she's having this dream and she's with her partner and they're trying to go on a bust, basically. And inadvertently, her partner gets shot and she's pregnant. It all goes to shit, and she's got to go around this factory chasing one of the other perps, who's been shot and falls down on what I suppose was a pentagram or some sort of, I don't know, gateway to hell. And then the toys come alive, as they do.
Yeah, I mean, I was watching it going, is this the biggest rip-off of Child's Play in the world ever? Because I was thinking, Jesus, not even hiding the fact that, I was kind of like, what is happening? Because he kind of, the guy gets shot and he kind of makes it to this like crack in the floor, and then his kind of blood seeps in the crack, and then all of a sudden, the toys just start to animate themselves. Um, and getting laser pistols, which was a novelty bunch. Not guns, laser guns.
Hey, this was 1992, man. I mean, we had a bit of, I mean, so that sort of whole period is weird. It's because we had like Chucky in 1988, and then Puppet Master came the year after, and this came. So we had it was a really interesting time. I think Garbage Pail Kids had come out. There's like Little Monsters. There's a real sort of like puppetry around that time. I think even you think about Bad Taste and I don't know. There's some real puppetry around the late '80s, early '90s, and these sort of like kiddie, bring toys to life sort of style. I think it's fucking great. I think it's one of my favorite sort of subgenres of horror. I love Chucky. I love Child's Play. Dolly Dearest, the Dolls. This is up there. This was just a fun fucking poster as well. For when one of the ones that are in the the video store to rent, and we did get away with renting this one. I mean, fuck me, 1992. So what would I have been? I was 11, 12. I reckon.
Yeah,
Cur
old enough.
curious.
Well, I definitely by this time I definitely think Child's Play. So,
Yeah.
well, all
Oh,
the Child's Plays.
I,
So yeah,
but yeah, it's just kind of charming and fun, and
I was just OTT, wasn't it? It was like, I mean, all the acting was over the top, like
big time.
like proper pantomime shit. But like I expected the clown puppet to be kind of like MVP, but didn't hold a candlelight to fucking Oopsie Daisy,
Baby Upsy Daisy. Because the one line
who, yeah, I mean, the one-liners poetry. Have you written them down?
I can walk, I can talk, I can even shit my pants.
Yeah, can you shit your pants? Yeah, brilliant, absolutely brilliant.
I mean, I didn't write them all down, but there's some absolute fucking classics in there. Um, I mean, if I cheat a little bit, uh, Baby Upsy Daisy, Mother of Satan, could this be the end of Baby Upsy Daisy? Geez, you're heavy, you Moby fucking dick.
Yeah, I like that one. That was good.
You're fucking up my makeup.
And this is all kind of one puppet. But I tell you what, though, Butch, you know, I don't know, I've never seen this kid kind of ever again, right? But the kid who plays the demon, right? Now,
Yeah.
obviously, they dub over his voice because it's like demon voice, right? But
Yeah.
in such a jaunty Englishman voice, like, oh, yeah, sir, I'm a demon, don't you know, darling? But he's a child. But the kid plays such a little shit. Considering it's not his voice and he's just kind of getting away with having to like emote this, I thought he was really good because I did just want to go. I just wanted to smack him around the chest to go, you little smarmy bastard.
I know exactly what you mean. That cheesy scene with like her and him, like as the boy, it's just so cheese on toast, isn't it?
Yeah.
It goes on for far too long.
What, the dollhouse.
Yeah, and when he's just like telling her his plan and all this bollocks. When
Well,
he's
then you get the flashback as well. The flashback that comes out of nowhere. So it does kind of you kind of running along, and I suppose it's because it's kind of contained within this warehouse. Obviously, the worst security guard in the world, and you've got cops and robbers running around his warehouse, and you can't even fucking see them on the cameras. But yeah, he kind of sucks her into a dollhouse and kind of, but it's literally just to give all the exposition of the film. It's like, right, this is what's going on now because we haven't explained anything up to this point, and now we're just going to explain everything. And it kind of, yeah, I know what you mean, mate. It does go on, but then it goes into this flashback to say why he's in this toy warehouse
yeah,
and devil baby.
it as well, but they really because you don't expect this. You got her, the husband, right, or the boyfriend or whatever, and he gets shot. He's dead. Then you've got two perps, right? One of them is it gets eaten by the Jack in the Box and the fucking bear and everyone else at the beginning, who sets it all off in terms of the blood. You then get the other one who's like handcuffed, and you're thinking, okay, you haven't really got this big, vast, like bunch of people to kind of off, but then suddenly the security guard, okay, orders some chicken. Fine, we get chicken boy, and then this fucking dirty, like tramp, I guess, just pops out of nowhere.
Oh my god, yeah. So they're kind of wondering what's going on because the security guard goes out to kind of have a look at noises, and then the toys off him. And then they're kind of like trying to deal with the situation, and they're like, "What was that?" And he's like, "Oh, it was the toys, and I don't believe in toys coming to life." And yeah, is it Anna just appears through the vents and just goes, "It's the toys. They're alive." And you're like, "Who are you?"
Who the fuck are you? And they escape through the vents, and she gets stabbed in the fucking eye by Baby Oopsie Daisy.
Yes, brutal.
There's some brutality in this. Like, think about the kill with the sort of main perp. They sort of shoot him a little bit, and then he smacks his head off with the shotgun.
Yeah, I mean the shotgun with never-ending bullets as well. I mean
Yeah,
it's a double barrel shotgun, and he never reloads it.
that is the biggest shotgun I've ever seen. Is a long shotgun. Jesus
Yeah.
Christ. He's just a fucking chicken boy, but whatever. Fine, it's believable. But the little toys. So we got the bear who grows at the end to a fucking like monster werewolf,
Yeah.
which was fucking cool. You then got Jack in the Box, who is a pain in the ass. Unless you go really close, but he does manage to eat and chomp and gets himself blown up and stuff like that. That's quite funny. Baby Oopsie Daisy is genius. A silver, like you said, laser shooting robot.
I mean, the lasers that create bullet holes. I was like, what is this?
Hey, it just reminds me of Chopping Mall, man.
It was just crackers.
But you get the good guys, the little, it's a little toy soldier.
Can I say, so obviously we're getting like towards the kind of like end, but the whole kind of gist of it is that the demon is facing up, he needs blood to kind of give him some form, and he needs a body. And then it's basically like, because she's pregnant, he's going to use her as like a vessel to be born again. Because when he's born, like halfway through the film in the flashback, he's stillborn, and then they give him to a bunch of trick or treaters on Halloween and go, "I just put it in the ground and it'll grow." And then the kids kind of go, "Yay!" and run off. And then when they uncover him, one of them just goes, "Ah!" and throws him over his shoulder.
Yeah, you got to explain to me as well. There's like a bit where the chicken boy is sort of like hallucinating something from The Shining, like three people on tricycles are coming at him.
Yeah, the tricycle girls, and it's just tricycle girls in gas masks.
Yeah, where
And Vent Lady is saying, "Oh, they aren't toys; they're like ghosts, and they like show the demon where people are." And he's like, "How do you know they're not going to hurt us?" And he's like, "Oh, because I saw one earlier and they disappeared." It's just like, what? Oh, that's convenient. But yeah, they're freaky. But he hallucinates one, and then she turns into something else.
Turns into a little girl, and then into a young woman, and then gets into basically the Playboy that he was looking at earlier. It's like Critters 2 all over again.
It's an excuse to model in this film. Because it's not like he does it. It's not like he tempts it. He's just stood there going, "Oh," and then she like turns into Anna, who's got a stabby eye, and he's like, "Oh no."
I guess they were going to.
Yeah,
I guess he thought they might date later. He was hoping that they were going to start
Yeah,
dating.
definitely. Well, and I thought it was quite a bold choice to have her killed. I thought she was going to kind of survive with the two women were going to survive in it. But yeah, to kind of kill her kind of relatively quickly. But yeah, I mean, to get to the point where, and obviously your demon's got, the demon kind of takes a human form now, all horny.
Or an older form, because he's like, then he starts going on about pervy stuff.
Yeah, and because he's telling us what he's going to do, and he's like, and I love it how he explains it. He's like, "First, I'm going to do the nasty." But yeah, so you've got this Bertha, or well, this toy soldier kind of climbs out of a box. And you kind of think, because it's in the same room as the demons there, you kind of think it's just like another crazy toy. But this one kind of... And I just want to say, Butch, the stop motion on that is fucking seamless.
Yeah.
Like it was I was really impressed with the stop motion art.
The puppetry in this is really decent. I think it stacks up, but again, you have got that sort of like physicalness to it, so it will do.
Yeah.
I'm not saying this, this is the best one of the
No,
bunch, but
it is what it is, but you go into it with your eyes open. It's actually enjoyable. It's you find yourself enjoying what it does. Like it could have stepped up in levels in places, but like I said, it was good. I enjoyed it. I was laughing my head off because I thought, gee, they're going to think I'm going to hate this. And actually, it was quite. I mean, to be honest, the first 10, 15 minutes, I was like, is this a fucking horror film or a cop show? Because it took ages to kind of get into it, and then when it started, I was like, right, well, I don't know what's going on, and then you kind of catches yourself back up. But yeah, I did. I enjoyed it, and obviously you find out this toy soldier is the unborn son who has looked into the future and has decided that he wants to save his mum before he's born. I mean, plot.
Lost all over, mate. Trust me. Where
Yeah.
This is where Lost got most of its ideas.
There's a legacy, yeah. But no, it was good, and then obviously everyone's like, Chicken Man and her just live to tell the tale,
Well,
and then classic credits, just credits done.
yeah, no, what this needed, it really did, was like a demonic toys sort of song. There's a bit, it did need a song,
Yeah,
its own sort of like punk sort of theme tune. But I got some bits of facts for you.
yeah.
Take over
Well,
Matt's role.
Butcher's bits.
Bits of bits. This was originally titled Dangerous Toys, but later changed to Demonic Toys after a rock band of the same name, Dangerous Toys, issued a cease and desist. Oh dear.
Demonic's much better, isn't it?
Yeah. In at least two scenes, I don't know if you saw this. The movie playing in the background is actually Puppet Master 2 from 1990. 12 years after this movie was released, Demonic Toys would meet the figures from Puppet Master in a crossover film for the Sci-Fi Channel. Additionally, actor Jeff Weston appears in both Puppet Master 2 and Demonic Toys. In a possible tribute to this film, four of the toys' minions in 2015's Krampus are similar to the toys here. Jack in a Box, a teddy bear, a robot, and a doll. That's fucking cool, because Krampus is cool. So there you go. A few little bits of facts there for Demonic Toys. There is a Demonic, like I said, there is a Demonic Toys 2, Demonic Toys versus Puppet Master. So there you go. Go out and check those bad boys out.
I mean, I don't think I'm going to push my luck.
Fair enough. Okay, so that was my pick. You've got one. So what are you bringing for the next
You
episode?
don't want me to rate that first?
Oh yeah, go on then. I got carried. Get carried. I didn't really want.
I don't know. I don't know. I kind of enjoy. I'm going to give it a 7. Because I was thrown between a 6 and a 7, and I'm going to give it a 7.
I think
enjoyed
that's fair.
talking about it as well.
I think we're gonna. Like me and Matt. I think me and you are gonna have to agree. A 7's fair. I wouldn't push it. Even nostalgia, but a 7. It's a nice one from my childhood. I liked it, and I still like it now. And I've got the DVD, and I do enjoy this one. So yeah, draw on my last breath. 7 out of 10. Okay. So now let's find out what you're going to pick for the next episode.
Well, I'm going to pick another fucking doozy. I think it's either going to be the best thing you ever watched or the worst thing you've ever watched again. I'm going to continue my trend of things that I don't think we've seen. It looks a bit grotty and a bit. It's on Arrow. It's from 1982. It's a slasher film called Girls' Night Out.
Fucking hell, mate. You're right. I ain't never seen that. Never heard of it. Girls' Night Out. So is there some grotty slasher like Tourist Trap or something like this? Just get them out of the way.
Girls in the woods for frolics, and it's the write-up looks quite cool. It's known for its kind of killing scenes and stuff and brutality. So who knows? Hopefully, it's more pieces than what was that other one we watched about Deadly Manor?
Oh Christ, yeah, please. Nice one, nice pick. All right, well that was episode 191. Moving on to episode 192. We will be at the cinema or Netflix or whatever to watch the hotly anticipated and moved from Netflix to cinema. Hot Good Boy. Let's watch the dog horror movie. And then Paul has picked from the movie from the vault, which again is
Girls' Night Out.
Girls' Night Out. Lovely job. Okay, there's only one more thing to say. When there's no more room in hell, here's another podcast.
I am the devil, and I am here to do the devil's work.
You can follow us on Twitter @DrawOneLast, Instagram @DrawOneLastBreath, or pop us an email at drawnelastbreathpod@hotmail.com.